Welcome to another night in the NBA. This is your 10-minute recap of the last night of NBA hoops. And the main topic of the night is this insane buzzer beater game winner from Kyrie Irving, but words won't quite do it justice, so just let me show you.
Kleber to inbound. Kleber looking in for Irving. Irving for the win! Oh my! A southpaw finish from Kyrie Irving! Just absurd!
That shot had Maxi Kleber in disbelief. Luka Doncic fell to the ground because you just know that shot shouldn't go in. Nobody should be able to make that shot. It is practically impossible. But Kyrie Irving made it anyway because it feels like he can do anything on the basketball court. I was kind of somewhat against the idea that he was the most skilled player ever for a long time, but I'm going to buy in. Because not only is he the greatest ball handler ever, has better handles than Iverson, I think that's already been proven over the years, is the best finisher in league history in multiple ways, because not only can he finish in crazy acrobatic ways around the rim, but he is finishing games as well. He probably has the most historic game winner in league history. That Game 7 shot against the Warriors wasn't a buzzer beater, but essentially won the Cavs that game. A historic shot from the right wing, and then this buzzer beater is one of the most impossible and the most difficult we've ever seen. So now he's etching his names in the clutch books, has been clutch his entire career, is just a killer in the clutch is Kyrie Irving, and he's been great. He's been really good this season, and when a team like the Mavs have two players like that, it's going to be really tough to face them, and they take down what has been the best team in the league. I believe the Nuggets were like 10-1 since the All-Star break, had been really impressive over the past few weeks, but they go into Dallas, and Dallas takes them out thanks to Luka and Kyrie, especially in the clutch, because the Nuggets were up 3 with about 30 seconds to go, and then Luka takes a somewhat open 30-footer with about 25 seconds left. Open because no one expects you to take that shot. Right off the inbound, there's like 25 seconds left. He just shoots it immediately at about 30 feet from the basket and cashes it. Jamal Murray misses a potential lead-taking shot on the other end of the floor, and then Kyrie Irving hits that incredible game winner, and it's just unbelievable the way the turn of events that happened. And the Nuggets were down like 13 with about 8 minutes left in the fourth, go on a massive run to take that 3-point lead, and then the Mavs score 5 unanswered in the last 30 seconds and win the game. 37-10 from Luka Doncic. You get 24-7-9 from Kyrie Irving, and outside of those two, it was really nobody for Dallas. The stars stepped up huge when they needed them the most, and it was just awesome to watch. Kyrie as well has gone kind of underappreciated this season as still one of the best players in the league today. 25 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.2 steals. As always, is super efficient as well, shooting 41.5% from 3, 49% from the field, and 91% from the free throw line. Does have a chance to go 50-40-90 again if he picks up his field goal percentage by another point, which he could do by the end of the season. He's been really good over the past few weeks, and it's just a almost perfect offensive player. He can do pretty much everything you would want. He can shoot the ball, he can score at all 3 levels, he can handle, he can pass, he can hit crazy shots, like acrobatic circus shots. It just feels like if you want a bucket, Kyrie might be the first guy you go to because his bag is as deep as it gets. But Kyrie Irving, what a shot, one of the best shots I've seen, and just what a game from these two teams between Dallas and Denver. A super fun matchup and maybe something we could see in the playoffs this year. But now let's move on to some other action from around the NBA. So we did have 6 other games on the night, 7 7 games in total on top of that Dallas-Denver game we just talked about. But let's just go through each of them, try to get an idea of what happened on this day of NBA hoops, because it was a Sunday. We had games starting at 1 o'clock Eastern, a couple at 3 o'clock, one at 5. We were all throughout the day. We had a ton of NBA action. Let's start with Bucks versus Suns. No Giannis Antetokounmpo, and because of just their will to survive, the Bucks win it anyway, 140 to 129. A Bobby Portis masterclass, 31 points, 10 rebounds, went 5 of 5 from 3. Damian Lillard goes for 31 points and 16 assists, 22 for Chris Middleton, 18 for Jay Crowder, 17 for Malik Beasley. Just a super balanced affair from Milwaukee, and pretty much everyone they needed to step up did just that, and they get the win because of it. And I just can't believe it. I can't believe they won this game. Phoenix has all 3 of their stars, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant. KD goes just for 11 points on 40% from the field. Grayson Allen puts up 25 on 57%. Bradley Beal 28 on 73%. But they lose to the Milwaukee Bucks without Giannis, which looks awful for the Suns. And the Bucks now have a pretty good record without Giannis when Dame is playing. The Miami Heat get a game winner, a 31-foot walk-off 3 from Bam Adebayo, a crazy shot in its own right that got overshadowed by the Kyrie shot. But Miami gets the win, 104 to 101. They've kind of stolen a couple against Detroit here that maybe you didn't think they should really win either. They shoot just 34% from 3 in this one, but they get the win regardless. No Jimmy Butler for Miami, 30 for Duncan Robinson, 20 and 17 for Bam. Detroit does get 17 from Cade Cunningham, but he shoots about 42%, so not fantastic. And the Miami Heat win on that Bam game winner. The Celtics take down the Wizards despite missing some key guys. No Porzingis, no Jaylen Brown, no Derek White. No problem for Boston as they steamroll the Wizards without them. 130 to 104, behind 30 points from Sam Hauser on 77% shooting. He had a really good game the other night as well. Has really stepped up in the absence of some of their key players. And for a number 7 guy on your team, he's been really good. The Celtics are just a lot deeper than a lot of people might expect. Luke Cornett good in this one as well. 14 and 6 on 55% from the field. The Wizards shoot just 29% from 3, but they do get a great Jordan Poole game, 31 points on 63% shooting. The Magic win their second straight game against the depleted Toronto Raptors, 111 to 96, 29 for Paolo Banchero, 22 for Franz, and the Orlando Magic have won 8 out of their last 10 and are looking really good post All-Star break. The San Antonio Spurs take down the Brooklyn Nets in a fantastic game for Victor Wembanyama, 33 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, and 7 blocks, 54% from the field. Had what was essentially the game-winning block on a shot from Dennis Schroeder that would have given them the lead. Was initially ruled a goaltend, but then overturned and called a block. 24 from Keldon Johnson, 25 for Devin Vassell. They survive Cam Thomas's 31 and Dennis Schroeder's 19 and 7, and the Spurs win. The Hawks get a win against the Clippers. The Clippers are bad these days, man. They just are up and down. They don't win games they're supposed to. 110 to 93, the Hawks take down the Clippers. No Norman Powell for the Clippers, but James Harden plays. Paul George and Kawhi were both playing, and they still get kind of hammered at home by a really struggling Atlanta team, 110 to 93, 18 and 12 for Jalen Johnson, 21 for DeJounte Murray. Let me read you some of the guys out for Atlanta. Trae Young, Onyeka Okongwu, Sadiq Bey, AJ Griffin, and Kobe Buffkin, who's a rookie, but is an interesting young guard. But they're just missing a ton of key players, and they still handle the Clippers because they shoot 50% from deep and 49% from the field, as well as 92% from the line. A super efficient game from Atlanta, and they just embarrass the Clippers on their home floor. But now let's move on to the next segment. This is the Moneyline Hotline, the place that keeps your bets from going cold. So, on the flip side of that Kyrie Irving shot, as spectacular as it was, it does end our incredible best bets of the day ladder, which had been picking up a ton of steam and just had been super hot as of late. Nuggets and Heat, the Heat do win on that Bam game winner, and the Nuggets lose on the Kyrie game winner. So, kind of the flip side of that, we would have been getting into really high territory. If you started at 25, you would have been up over 300 if we had hit yesterday. And it was just a super great run, but I'm excited to get back into it and just keep the best bets going. Tough loss yesterday, but we move and life goes on. But let's just go to the next one, and it is Pacers today and Kings today, which is minus 158. Not a plus game, but still really solid return. I think that's better return than we started last time. And we are getting Pacers versus the Cavs in Indiana. No Donovan Mitchell, again, no Max Strus, no Evan Mobley. And the Kings are playing the Grizzlies. Bane and Jaren Jackson are back, but no Vince Williams, no Luke Kennard, and no Zaire Williams. So the Kings feel really good. I believe it's in Sacramento. It is, and it's in Indiana. Minus 158. Looking for a good start today with the best bets ladder once again. But now let's move into the bets for the day as a whole, which will be today, March 18th. The best bet is Pacers plus 6.1, a clear favorite, and Kings plus 5.0 over the Grizzlies, a clear favorite as well. We have hit 19 out of the last 20 clear favorite classified games, which is a 95% hit rate. So you should feel pretty good about today. Minus 158, like I said. Two predicted underdogs today, Knicks plus 1.3 over the Warriors. No OG Anunoby though, so it is kind of risky, but the Knicks, I don't know why I wrote Kings. It's the Knicks plus 205. Turn your $10 to $30.50, a huge profit boost there. And then Heat over the Sixers. It'll flip to the Sixers if Jimmy Butler is out, but right now Miami predicted a win. They are plus 104, so turn that 10 to 20.40. And then the parlay expanding on the best bet. You still got Pacers and Kings, but then we have Lakers over Hawks, second night of a back-to-back for Atlanta. But AD and LeBron are both questionable, but it seems like they always are, and they mostly play. So you should be good on that. And then it's Timberwolves versus the Jazz for the second straight time. Hopefully Gobert is back in this one, but those are the two added teams to get it to plus 180. Turn your $10 to 28.03. As I'll always tell you, follow the Twitter at the money _ line to get the picks as soon as I have them. You'll get them right off the bat. And like I just showed you, we made a ton of money recently. So if you're looking for a quick buck, this is the place to do it. But as always, bet responsibly. But now let's move into the top 5 players of the day according to me. Starting off at number 1 with Victor Wembanyama, 33, 15, 7, and 7 blocks, including what was essentially the game-winning block against the Nets. Another kind of feature performance from Wemby. It's Bobby Portis at 2 with 31, 10, and 5 made threes. Luka Doncic comes in at 3 for his performance in their win over Denver. 37, 10, 3 assists, and 59% true shooting. Sam Hauser comes in at number 4 for the way he stepped up in their blowout win over the Wizards. 30 points, 6 rebounds, 10 made threes. 10. That's insane for Sam Hauser. 77% from the field. It's insane for anybody, by the way, but Sam Hauser was cooking. And then Duncan Robinson comes in at 5 in their win over the Pistons. 30 points, 5 assists, 7 made threes, and 92% true shooting. You could have thrown Jason Tatum in here or Damian Lillard. Both those guys were really impressive as well, but these were my top 5. I like to honor some guys that maybe don't get as much love, so I wanted to get Hauser and Duncan on the list. But the top play of the day, you already know what it is. It's this one, the Kyrie Irving game winner against the Denver Nuggets. One of the most impressive shots you'll ever see, the lefty hook. But that'll do it for today, this night in the NBA, another night in the NBA. No viewer submitted questions today, so that'll do it for the daily recap. I hope you enjoy. I love making them, so hopefully you love watching them. But thanks for watching. That'll be it for me. Think about subscribing. I'm on the road to 13,000 subscribers, but I hope you guys have a good one, and peace.